it on that beat.
Aye, Mustard on the beat, Debo, any rap. He a free throw, man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro. Nella new to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni air? Tryna see Compton, the industry can hate me. Marlon, they mama, how many ops you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walk him down whole time, I know he got some him. Pull on him, extort, bully the floor on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baka got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 that fuck him up. Wop, 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 I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a ain't you tired? Tryna strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop. They cold foul, I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird, Lucas, and Bird? Go. The audience not dumb, shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep, I can go further, I promise. Ain't there something P-Rest that's for bitchin'? You Malibu most wanted, ain't no love boy, you ball boy, fish Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this jumping. You to get a wedgie, be flipped over your boxes, or over your foe. The other option. Better straighten they posture. Got famous all up in contact. Might write this with a doctor. Tell a pop star quit hiding. The caption won't action. No accident. I'm hands on. He around get polished. Don't rain grow like he was in jail. That's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home. Y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central. Better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the pot. Ay, put the road label on me. I'ma get them dropped. Ay, sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox. Ay, how many stocks do I really have in stock? Ay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Ay, devil is a lie. Here 69 God. Ay, freaky ass need to stay their ass inside. Ay, roll their ass up like a fresh pack of Zod. Ay, city is back up. It's a must. We outside. Ay. They not like us. 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 Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you, this the real challenge. You caught Future when you didn't see the club. Hey, what? Little baby help you get your lingo up. What? 21 get your 4th street cred. Thug make you feel like you a slime in your head. Hey, what? Quavo said you can be from Northside. What? 2 Chainz say you good, but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a colleague, you a colonizer. The family matter and the truth for the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the liar. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a freaky, he a 59 God. Freaky, he a 59 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Freaky, he a 59 God. Freaky, God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Let me hear you say OV-ho. OV. Say OV-ho. OV. Step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way. Life, hey, 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 run for your life. Let me hear you say OV-ho. OV. Say OV-ho. OV. Step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way.
This is a sickness!
It is deviant.
Yes, it is a sickness, it is a scourge, it is a plague. Somebody have to come with the fire. Somebody have to come with the more fire to burn these sickness out of existence. How are you guys going? How are you guys going? So yes, I did say I would come back today, and I lived up to my word. So hit that like button, share it out. Let's talk about it. You know, things are going wild right now. So yesterday we spoke about why we believe Jim Ryan would have, try to block the ABK deal. Tonight we have a few news stories for you, but the main topic we are going to talk about is this PlayStation present, or the Sony presents, right? So most Sony fans was looking out for a showcase being announced, but instead they got this PlayStation present, and the theme of it is Beyond Boundaries, or Beyond the Boundaries, or something like that. But we'll discuss it. But first up, um, let's look at some news. For those of you who were interested in this game, this is a very popular game. They call it the Black Wukong. Yeah, this game recently got a new trailer. Let's look at it and tell me what you guys think about this trailer here. Just now, before we start, where is my manners? Let me just give a little shout out to the to the chat. We have Jane Newer. What up, man? Backstrap man. What up? One strict pony. Yeah, we have anonymous boss. Monique. Monique, what up? We have also, who we have again? Emmanuel A1. That's a flaming pony there, man. That's a flaming pony. Flippin' Mac. What up? What up? What up? Who else? Who else? I think I have got everyone. Monique from Argentina. What up? Yes. Caribbean, the Caribbean, the West Indies. Let's look at this trailer. Black Wukong. Let's start it over. Does this game remind you guys of Elden Ring? There's a style of Elden Ring in this game. I don't know if it's roguelike. I don't know if it's an action adventure game, but it does look good. Yeah, this game might be as big as Elden Ring. It is giving me Elden Ring vibes. What up, the ruler? What up? Jim Ryan is here in the house. Jim Ryan, how are you, man? How is that vacation going? How is that safety net going? The millions of dollars that you would have taken away right before you left. Good on you, Jim Ryan. So they didn't give any release date. They didn't give any release date. They didn't give, you know, well, we know it's coming out for all platforms. It's a multi-plat game, but that game looks good. How many of you guys going to, pick up that game there? Black Wukong. So that's an update trailer. Maybe helping the fans know that, the game is going good, the development is going good, and it would be coming out just now. So Black Wukong, who is going to buy that game? One thing I know, it would be played best on the Series X. Now, yesterday we was talking about how there is a Call of Duty effect, on any platform, right? And this is why Jim Ryan was afraid of it. But I missed something that you guys pointed out in the chat yesterday. I did not realize that, even a rumor of, Call of Duty coming on Game Pass triggered something. Look at this here, guys. I was actually surprised to see this when you guys pointed out to me that, Call of Duty had an effect. So I'm seeing here that according to Boss Sean, big up to Boss Sean, does some real good, AI, thumbnails for people. But look at this here. The Xbox Series X is number 1 on the Amazon chart. Now, this is not a good metric to measure something, but it just goes to show, what Call of Duty could do. Number 1 on the Amazon game list. I mean, that's crazy. So we're seeing that. But what was very interesting about this is that if you was to look down here, we are seeing here that in Canada, it was 3,028 place. Wow. 3,028, the 28th spot on that list. And then it jumped up to 356. And it's number 4. That is the Call of Duty effect. Even in the United States, I believe this one is the United States, it was 108, it jumped up to 51, and it was the 5th best-selling item. So this is the Call of Duty effect. I find it very surprising that, just a potential rumor of this game coming to Game Pass would have shut up the Xbox Series X consoles, so well. So this is some good news here. I mean, I'm sure Microsoft would have the data behind the scenes to know what Call of Duty on the platform, on Game Pass, would do for their sales, right? I'm sure Microsoft has that data. But that was just something interesting that I wanted to point out there. Call of Duty is wild. When it comes to Call of Duty, that will bring us a nice transition to something I saw while I was perusing, the Push Square. That's a PlayStation website. PlayStation, they gave out a poll to all their subscribers, all their readers. And something in that poll was very funny. Let's see if we can laugh at these ponies here as we look at this poll, right? So this is a poll here by Push Square. And Push Square basically asks their audience to, participate in this poll. So here what they say, right? They said, are you happy with your PS Plus extra premium games for May 2024? So yes, so these guys got some bangers coming to this service. So we just saw that Microsoft would have announced that they were coming out with no, they were not announced. The rumor came out that here what Call of Duty is coming to Game Pass while these guys are getting Cat Story and these things, right? So here what it says, right? Another month, another selection of PS Plus Extra and PS Plus Premium games that divides opinions, all available to download for next week. The initial reaction to the lineup announcement seemed to skew negatively. So now it's time to conduct the usual weekly poll to get everyone full thoughts. So they want to find out how the PlayStation community feels about, getting some of these games here. So I'm seeing Red Dead Redemption, I'm seeing Sims, I'm seeing City Living. Where's that cat game? Right. Cat Quest 2, Lego. So this is the premium options, Oh, look, I'm seeing Extreme or 2 Extreme, G Police. What's this? Anybody know about G Police? This is what they are offering on the PlayStation Plus service. G Police. What's that? Worms Pinball? What's this? On the PlayStation Plus. Wow, you ponies are eating. I'm not lying. You ponies are eating good.
So good and tasty.
Oh, it's good. It's good. Oh, wow. So let's see this actual poll. Remember, this is a poll that is exclusively for PlayStation gamers, right? It's a good metric to see whether they are happy with their subscription service, right? So we'll be doing it in real time. I'll be voting and we'll be seeing the results, right? So the question they asked was, are you happy with your PlayStation Plus extra games for May 2024? Right? So here are the options. Yes, I'm very happy. Yeah, mostly happy. Meh. Nope. They could have been better. Now, I could choose this. But I'm a hater. No, it's crap. Let's see what the results are. Well, look at that. Look at that. The majority of you ponies the majority of you ponies are saying that this lineup is crap. Look at that. That's not my words. This is exclusive to ponies here. That's not me saying that. These are not Xbox gamers just hating. This is a PlayStation website. Let's go on again. Let's look at the next one. Maybe they would have some positive reactions to this one here. Right? It says, what PlayStation Plus extra game for May 2024 are you most looking forward to? So we have, of course, we are all looking forward to Cat Quest. I mean, let's not even begin with Cat Quest 2. Are there any baby steps here? That's what I'm looking for, baby steps. Guys, are you seeing baby steps? That is my most, the game I'm looking forward to the most in the month of May. I'm seeing Watch Dogs. That's an okay game. Red Dead Redemption 2. Everyone will be looking forward to that. I know that. But just for I am looking forward to this one here. Let's see. You know what? None of them. Let's see. Let's do none of them. Results. So Red Dead. Wait! I thought Red Dead Redemption had it. Look at this. None of them. The majority of you ponies are saying, I thought honestly, I thought Red Dead Redemption 2 would have taken this. I mean, these ponies are looking forward to this. But clearly, the majority of you ponies are saying that, not even Red Dead you guys are looking forward to. Crazy. Now let's look at this one. Are you happy with your PlayStation Plus premium games for the month? Well, it goes without saying. No, it's an awful selection. Even I could say that. I could see that you ponies, you guys are down bad, man. You guys are dumb. I mean, if I was on the PlayStation Plus subscription, I honestly would be crying.
Yes! Yes! Oh, let me taste your tears, honey. Your tears are so yummy and sweet. Oh, the tears of unfathomable sadness.
This is sick. Look at this. No, it's awful, right? Well, it appears you ponies agree with me. I don't have PlayStation Plus Premium. Some of you guys, don't have it, and the majority of you guys are saying it's awful. Who are these 4% saying that they are happy with Cat Quest 2? Is it the same 4%? You see what's going on here? 4%, and 4% is happy with this PlayStation Plus service. They are happy with Cat Quest 1 and Cat Quest 2. Isn't that something? Look at this here. This is the premium games that these guys are getting. What PS Plus premium game for May 2024 are you most looking forward to? 2 Extreme, G Police. Does anyone in the chat know what is G Police? I'm curious about G Police. What is G Police? What is Worm Spinball? This is premium stuff here you guys are eating on the PlayStation side. None of them. I don't have PlayStation. Let's go for Worm Spinball. Result. Wow. Wow. Hey, at least 13% is saying that they are excited for G Police. Interesting. After 1,226 votes, 13% is excited for G Police. Right? Isn't that something, guys? So yeah, this was just a little test here to see how many persons are interested in the games that PlayStation is giving them for the month of May. At this point, guys, I'm sure we could admit that Sony is rubbing these PlayStation fans blind to even, this is an insult to gaming, to even give people those options. Cat Quest and G Police as a premium option when Game Pass is dropping heavy hitters like Hellblade 2 and so forth. Come on, guys. Come on. The biggest game at one point in time, Palworld. What are these guys eating there on that service? Nothing. They are eating dust and dirt. Next up, let's look at this story here, right? Let's look at this story here. So, a number of you all have been seeing that this PlayStation Presents came on the scene, right? This PlayStation events. So, it's interesting how the PlayStation community is reacting to this PlayStation Present, right? We have MBG, and notice what he is saying here with this PlayStation event. Let's see how he feels about the entire thing, right? Where is our friend MBG? MBG, where are you, man? Right. Here's MBG. Let's listen to see how he feels about this showcase.
Welcome. If you're new, thank you for taking time out of your day to check the video out. We have more PlayStation news, rumors, and leaks to go over and cover. Apologies for my voice. I'm still recovering from laryngitis. So,
come on, guys. This guy is sick. He has laryngitis, bronchitis, and hepatitis. Send a prayer out for MPG so that is it MPG? MBG, so he can get well soon. Laryngitis, hepatitis, and bronchitis is nothing to play with, right?
So hopefully you can bear with me. But the first set of topics that we're covering has to do with the PlayStation Showcase. This is what everybody is eagerly anticipating. We know apparently that there is supposed to be a PlayStation Showcase happening in May.
Do you guys find his songs depressed? He's sounding depressed here. He's sounding like you guys have been waiting and wanting an announcement for a PlayStation Showcase for some time now, right? I see you, P. Strong. Yes, it's literally a sickness. Right? And these Sony, I don't know what Sony is doing. But the reason why Sony is doing that is because they know they will, they know that they can get away with that with their fans. No announcements, no roadmap.
But it hasn't been announced yet. Hopefully, it's not announced as I'm recording this and uploading it. But we do have some new info here that might let us know what is happening behind the scenes and why maybe the announcement is taking a little bit longer. First, we have Sony announcing its corporate strategy meeting for May 22nd. Now, this is relevant.
May 22nd should be next week, correct? Yeah, May 22nd should be next week. That's next week, what, Wednesday? Yeah.
To the showcase, because if I'm not mistaken, last year Sony did their corporate strategy meeting, and almost immediately after, that's when they announced the showcase. This corporate strategy meeting is exactly what it sounds like. It's Sony, talking to the investors and the shareholders and revealing their strategy.
Now, I would have posted this in my community on YouTube, and it's very interesting some of the answers you guys gave as to what you guys would expect for this Sony Presents. Now, I mean, the team by itself kind of sells out. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm looking too much into it, but the team is beyond the boundaries. Why would Sony say that? Is that, kind of foreshadowing day and date with PC? Ooh, buddy, these ponies would flip out if that happens.
I'm actually really interested to learn what Sony's going to say in this corporate strategy meeting, because they did confirm that they're going to kind of lay out a long-term plan and their long-term strategy. And I think people are really curious to know about that. But we also have another insider, that being Nate Drake, over on the Reset Era forums. He comes in and basically is answering some questions for people. The question is Sony still hosting a showcase in May? And he simply replies, Sony still likes May. So this is another reliable insider, just kind of letting everybody know it's still.
So after the present, what MBG is saying is that soon after they would announce the date for the showcase. We already know the date for the showcase for Microsoft, which indicates that Microsoft is very confident in the showcase. They most likely would be, prepping that pre-show and prepping, that recorded presentation. And we already know what the rumors say about what Microsoft is going to announce at that showcase. So Microsoft seems to be very confident. Sony is, I don't know what they are doing, but they seem to be very hesitant to announce the showcase. These ponies are dying out here when it comes to getting an announcement.
Still happening this month. So again, we're going to want to pay close attention to next week when Sony has this corporate strategy meeting, because it's very likely that
Kojima might be there, man. Kojima might be at that showcase that Sony has. That movie-like game that he's making for Sony. Yes, he might be there.
If this showcase is happening this month, it's going to be announced right around that time. But we are going to move on to the next topic here, which talks about a new Sony job ad that suggests the PlayStation 6 might have an ARM CPU. This is being reported by PlayStation Lifestyle. A new Sony Interactive Entertainment job advertisement has some fans convinced that PS6's CPU will likely be ARM-based. The job is for system software development and will task the incumbent with.
Do you think at that presentation, Sony would announce that there would be a PlayStation 5 Pro? You think they would announce it then, or would you think they would announce it for the showcase? Let's see what Anonymous Boss is talking about there. Let's see what he's saying. It is a sickness, Pastor Z said. You What? Come on, anonymous boss. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, man. Guys are really sick and shook, man. All right, let's continue the video. Let's continue.
Ensuring that games and programs are compatible across different
Thanks, by the way, for the $2 dono. You sick anonymous boss.
architectures. ARM processors have seen rapid advancement with major companies including Microsoft and Apple opting for custom ARM-based chips. In fact, there have been rumblings that the next Xbox will be switching from x86 to ARM. During last year's court showdown between Microsoft and the FTC, a number of internal documents ended up leaking. One of those documents was a Microsoft presentation which suggested the company is entertaining the idea of building a next-gen based ARM architecture. So this is something that we do have to understand. You know, it's not confirming it necessarily. It just seems to be insinuating that this may be.
So let's stop it here. You know what we'll do? What we will do, we will look at what you guys were, predicting would this showcase be about. Let's look at the community. Let's look at the community comments, and we would see what you guys said that this showcase would be. Right? So let's bring it up here for you guys. Let me bring it up here for you guys. So let's see what you guys said concerning this announcement. Now, let me just say that you guys went wild with the comments with just this simple post, right? This is what some of you all said. So, John Phoenix would have said, ponies is going to lose their human dirt. Yeah? Ponies are going to lose their human dirt if that happens. Meaning, because I would have commented that I predict that, that this presentation would talk about day and date when it comes to PC, right? And then the biggest would have said, it's a sickness, J. These ponies are done bad, right? And then Jiz said, anyone who thought that this wouldn't one day happen doesn't know how the world actually works. Companies want money and they'll get it every which way they can. I agree with that, right? I agree with this guy. Look at some of the comments underneath what he said, right? It said, it's gonna happen, bro. Consoles is their priority. Or what? He said, it's not going to happen, bro. Consoles is their priority. So this could be clipped. I'm going to clip this, right? Because when Sony does come day and date, I want to feature this guy here, Michael Pierre. You will have a nice feature in one of my videos, right? Right, so that was one of them. 3N1FSS says they're all about money, right? Big supporter here, Miguel Cotty Jones said, this is crazy, actually. Xbox project Latitude rumors of sparking at the same time Sony projecting boundaries. Right? I heard Ghost of Tsushima is doing very well on Steam. That might be a big win for Sony. But we'll see how it goes as the months go on. And Sony, all of these things is just showing Sony that if they release day and date on PC, that they would make crazy money. They would see, profits go up. And let's face it, calculating the profits from PC and console will look good to investors. So all of this is basically benefits of why Sony has incentive to bring games day and date. Helldivers 2 was day and date, and look how well that did. Are you telling me Sony is not looking at that, ponies? What's up, Yata Za? Yatuza, what's up? What's up, man? Yeah. So yes, Sony is looking at this. They are going to outline exactly what games are going to Xbox. Now I know Pishon was trolling here, but these ponies came after him, man. Look how many comments. Let me like this. Look how many comments Pishon got under this under this post here. I don't even want to go into it, right? These guys came after Pishon, right? But yeah, this here is Keston. What up? What up, Keston, man? You know, gotta shout you out, man. Big time supporter here, man. Who say Horizon Forbidden West on the Xbox? If this happens, I believe the gaming industry would explode. If Sony decides to put a game like Horizon Forbidden West on Xbox, ponies will literally go to their building and try to burn it down. I believe that, right? Sony fanboys will still deny Sony have gone fully third party, and the new narrative will be PC doesn't count, and they are exclusive because they ain't on Xbox. While telling you Xbox has no exclusive, they are on PC. I agree with that. I agree with that. This is exactly what they would say, right? But it just shows that some of you guys really are predicting that, guess what? The Undead would be going to PC when they announce that, that showcase. When they speak on that presentation, they might say, it's going to be Undead. So this is exactly what we are talking about. What are you guys expecting? What are you guys expecting for this PlayStation showcase? Are you guys looking forward to it? Are you guys think that they would, have major announcements? Sony did not really release any AAA first-party games this year. They would have, relied on third-party exclusive deals to rally them out through the year, which works somewhat good for them. But we are seeing that some fans are becoming disgruntled that they do not have any roadmap when it comes to giving them what is coming exclusive first party games from PlayStation Studios. Let's go back to MBG and let's see what MBG is talking about. Let's go back to Mr. MBG here. Right? Let's go back to MBG here. Let me present this here again. And let's see what MBG. He's sounding very gloomy. He's sounding like, he don't know what to do with himself. Let's listen.
See what Sony is striving for, but we have a somewhat of a follow-up to this where being reported by WCCF Tech, it says Sony may be gearing up to return to the handheld market with a new PlayStation Portable.
Never. Well, let me don't say never. We know that Nintendo would have beat the stuffing out of Sony when it came to handheld games, right? Sony just couldn't compete. Although the PSP was a very good console, I would say that it just couldn't compete when it came to Nintendo. The majority of PSP owners, what they did was pirate games, right? That console was a console exclusive for pirating games. That went crazy. And the Vita, they did not support that console well. And because of that, Sony would have beat the stuffing out of Sony coming and going when it came to the handheld market. But I'm hearing that potato of a console, the PlayStation Portal, is doing well. I don't know who is buying it, but they are saying the PlayStation Portal is doing well. So maybe as Sony see the PlayStation Portal doing well, they are thinking about dipping their toes back in the handheld business.
That will be capable of running PlayStation 4 games, according to rumors circulating online. As reported on the Reset Era forums, Russian journalist Anton Logvinov, who was among the first ones to confirm PlayStation exclusives would be coming to PC years before the official confirmation, he revealed on Telegram that the Japanese company is working.
Well, if this guy predicted that, those games was coming to PC long before, he might have some insiders, yeah? some sources.
Working on a new PSP capable of playing PS4 games. This isn't the first time we've heard about Sony working on a new PlayStation portable system. In February, Moore's Law is Dead talked about how Sony is actually already working behind the scenes on a new.
Which one of you guys bought the PlayStation Portal? Did you guys buy the PlayStation Portal? Because I can't understand why it's just basically a tablet that is streaming from the PlayStation 5. Why someone would actually spend money for this? I just don't understand.
New handheld, a dedicated handheld that is capable of running PS4 games and maybe some select PS5 games. So the question really is this the same system, right? Is this the same thing between these two sources here? And what does this have to do with the PlayStation 6 job listing and an ARM CPU? Well, I don't necessarily know that there are tethers between these two, but what it does seem to indicate is that Sony is planning to do some very different things potentially with the next generation of PlayStation. And so,
do you all think PlayStation is going to copy Nintendo? We know that PlayStation love to copy Nintendo. Just the rumor of them having a ARM CPU. What you guys think about that? Do you think that they are trying to copy the success of the Switch? Or do you think no, they will never do that? They would exclusively go for a high power console like the PlayStation 5. Why is there a rumor of Sony investing money in ARM?
So with the PlayStation 6, we could see Sony do some very different and potentially unique things. And the fact that we are getting some evidence here that they are apparently working on a dedicated handheld that's going to run PS4 games and maybe some PS5 games. Yeah, we could definitely see a different type of PlayStation generation with the PlayStation 6 and this new handheld. So
PlayStation cannot do anything different. These guys are not evolving with the time. The majority of PlayStation gamers is not evolving. Microsoft would have already engendered an evolving model when it comes to Xbox. And because the PlayStation community, the hardcore gamers who does be on Twitter and so forth, the older guys, they believe that the generation is still the same way. All having the most sold consoles is what really matters. Having exclusive games is what really matters. But it's very clear that Sony is moving away from that model. If Sony was to change up things drastically for their platform, it might be a disaster. It might hit the PlayStation community. It might hit these ponies and jabronis too hard. They may not be able to comprehend what Sony is doing. So Herman Holtz better be very careful. If he deviates from the model that is PlayStation today, that could cause an uproar in the community.
Just kind of wanted to report this to you guys. We now have two sources claiming that a dedicated handheld is in the works at Sony, and we're also hearing that the PlayStation 6 might have an ARM CPU. So let me know your thoughts about that down below. But we're moving to the next topic, which is a new PlayStation 5 game that has officially leaked out. So this is being reported by Insider Gaming. Tom Henderson says Lego and PlayStation are developing.
Lego? That's the big story, Lego? These ponies are out here begging for some sort of exclusive announcement that could rival Blade, that could rival Indiana Jones. And you guys are talking about Lego? What's going on here? What's really happening? Lego on PlayStation. That's what the story is about.
Developing a new game named Lego Horizon Adventures. Last week, trademark finder Kirikostas tweeted that Sony and Lego were soon to announce a collaboration of a well-known IP. At the time, they revealed the game, but as what seems to be obligatory from insiders these days, it was a vague tweet that just simply said a project was on the horizon. Speaking with sources, it was said that the game is essentially Horizon Forbidden West, but Lego, and that the game will have realistic graphics, whatever that means for a Lego game. While the exact details of the game are unclear, I got wind of an advertisement trailer for the game, which was
Let's see what Anonymous Boss says here again. Let's see what Anonymous Boss says here. SIE put 2 ponies to be CEO. It is a sickness. The CEO said we can have everyone be CEO. The CEO said that I don't know how we are still in business. It's a sickness. I would agree with that, Anonymous Boss. I would agree with that. Yes.
completed last month. This suggests that an announcement is on its way, but of course, he doesn't
Thanks to the $5 dono, man. Thanks to the $5 dono.
know for sure. He's just saying he knows that the trailer is done and completed. And so, yeah, by this point, it seems like it pretty much fully leaked out, except for the actual trailer itself. There is a Lego Horizon game that's apparently going to be announced at this upcoming PlayStation showcase. And I find it interesting the way it's being described, Horizon Forbidden.
Now, if it is these ponies are out here looking for new experiences, right? And in that showcase, they dropped a Lego Horizon game. Now, we understand that Sony is basically milking that Horizon franchise, right? They came up with a Horizon VR, they came up with Burning Shores, they came up with all those Horizon games, right? Sony is milking Horizon. If they was to drop, ponies in the chat, if they were to drop a Horizon Lego game, maybe as the first game in the PlayStation showcase, how would you guys feel?
West, but Lego, I mean, is that like literally, is this just literally a Lego version of Horizon Forbidden West? Is it maybe the rumored multiplayer game? It's worth noting that this Horizon multiplayer game that Guerrilla talked about and officially confirmed they were working on, they did say in their official post that it will have a stylized art style and art direction. Could this be what they meant? But they just...
This in it, man. This in it. If Sony is announced that in that showcase as a major feature, ponies will trip.
Simply couldn't say, oh, by stylized we mean Lego. I don't know. It's pretty...
Let's see what Yataza is saying here. Yataza said, Sony is the most unoriginal company in the console market. They been copying Microsoft for years. I remember that PlayStation 3 couldn't even do online party chat. Yeah. I would agree with that 110%. Yataza, thanks for that dono. Let me drop a bomb here for you. Get up, ponies, and wake up. Let's react.
Pretty interesting. It's going to be an interesting and fascinating announcement, and I'm curious what you guys think of this. Does a Lego Horizon game sound appealing to you, or does it seem like something that's just not going to pique your interest whatsoever, and it's going to be just kind of like, okay, there's the announcement, let's move on? Let me know in the comments below. I'm curious. Moving on to the next topic, we are talking about Summer Game Fest. PlayStation will officially...
Man, that guy Jeff Keighley is some character. Jeff Keighley, there was somebody on Twitter would have done a piece on Jeff Keighley showing that he is showing a lot of bias towards PlayStation. Jeff Keighley, I believe Jeff Keighley is a pony in disguise. I don't know why Microsoft keep giving him all that business, but Jeff Keighley is a pony in disguise. That is my hunch on Jeff Keighley. When he has negative Xbox news, he is quick to post on it. He's quick to do, but anything to deal with negative Sony news, he is very lax about it. Just saying.
Be at Summer Game Fest. Being reported by PlayStation Lifestyle, Summer Game Fest has revealed the publishers and studios appearing at the June 7th event. 55 partners are participating, including big names like Sony and Xbox, and smaller players like Devolver Digital and Annapurna Interactive. So yeah, Summer Game Fest sounds like it's going to be packed this year. 55 partners is a lot. So to me, this seemingly confirms it's going to be another long Jeff Keighley show. We know how Jeff Keighley likes to do these things. We're talking about a probably 2.5 hour show. However, it is nice to know that PlayStation will officially be there. Now, I have seen some people saying that, well, if Sony is confirmed to be part of Summer Game Fest, then I guess this means they're not actually doing a showcase, in.
Yeah, I mean, how is Sony going to work that out? If there is Summer Games Fest, they have this PlayStation Presents. Would they still have PlayStation Showcase? Do you think Sony has all of those games to show? It's obvious if they do that, those games would overlap. You will see some games that have been shown in Summer Games Fest or so forth. So let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think Sony have enough games to go Summer Games Fest, maybe show something at the PlayStation Presents, and have a showcase? So yeah, let me know.
May, because, well, they're going to be at a different event. Not necessarily. This is exactly what Sony did last year. They had a showcase in May, and then they did show up at Summer Game Fest with a reveal for Spider-Man 2.
Come on, don't even talk about that showcase. That showcase had baby steps. That showcase was a bust. That showcase had these ponies, cross-eye looking. That showcase was one of the worst showcases I've ever seen Sony brought. Right? Others think I agree. They had nothing. Right?
Specifically, the release date and some new concept art. So, or I think it was new concept art. But yeah, they did at the very least reveal the release date. And so, yeah, it seems like Sony's maybe going to do the exact same thing this year, where they're going to have a dedicated showcase. That's where they're going to reveal most of what they have, but they're going to save a little something for Jeff Keighley for Summer Game Fest. I think it's a pretty smart way of doing it. So let me know if you're planning on tuning in. I will be streaming it. We're moving on to the next.
You know what? I think I would be streaming it too. I think I am going to stream these events. I'm going to have my memes ready. I'm going to laugh and dance in these ponies' face when I see something like baby steps. You guys better don't show nothing like baby steps, because I am going to laugh.
Set of topics, which talks once again about more Xbox games making their way to PlayStation. The first report here comes from Push Square, where they're saying that apparently inside of Microsoft, the corporate side is pushing for a no red line situation with Xbox games. In other words, they are seemingly pushing to make it so that nothing is off limits when it comes to games they will bring to PlayStation.
Yeah, they would do that because really and truly, Xbox games are selling on the PlayStation. For years, you guys have been saying that, Xbox have no games. The games on Xbox are the worst games. But in a month where it is Sea of Thieves and Stellar Blade was released, we are seeing that Sea of Thieves was selling more than Stellar Blade, a PlayStation exclusive. How could you ponies explain that? After for years, you guys have been saying that Sony have that Xbox has kiddie games. No one loves Xbox. How could you justify Sea of Thieves, the game that basically made some of you guys leave Xbox? How could you guys justify that selling more than Stellar Blade the week it was released? Could any pony fan tell me that? No, they can't. They can't.
They say here a new report suggests that Microsoft's big boss, Satya Nadella, wants to bring more Xbox games to PlayStation as soon as possible. With the instant success of Sea of Thieves on Sony's platform, it was also apparently considered a key test. It seems like the writing is on the wall at this point.
But if you notice, this rumor, MBG is not even bringing any receipts. Where is the receipts for this rumor? Who is the person who published this receipt? He's just, you see, these ponies are out here port begging again. They really want Xbox games. All these years they have been talking bad about Xbox games. They really want them. They are port begging because you know what? These guys have nothing. Sea of Thieves sold more than Stellar Blade. It was number one, and the deluxe edition at that was number 1 above Stellar Blade.
Microsoft leadership reportedly wants there to be a no red line, nothing at all stopping the company's most valuable IP, like Halo and Gears of War, from coming to competing platforms. That's according to
What? He's saying what? Halo and Gears of War is coming to competing platforms. Where is this rumor, MBG? Could you show it on the screen? Could you present who is writing this rubbish?
Windows Central's Jez Corden. He's reporting that the operation is known internally as.
Let's see what Yataza is saying here. Yataza with the next $5 dono. Let me see what he's saying here. Sony should rename the PlayStation 6 the Sony Remaster 6. Yes, that's another thing. Sony is milking this remaster, era for the ponies because it's doing well. I'm seeing ponies are really buying these remastered games.
Latitude, so they actually named this strategy, which is interesting. I think it just goes to show that this is actually a long-term strategy. And it says here this operation plans to bring more Xbox IP to PlayStation and Nintendo, which is part of Satya Nadella and CFO Amy's Hood mandate to increase the margins in every department. The plan pushed by Microsoft leadership intends to, push for everything coming over and to aggressively pursue.
Let me just say for those who donated, thank you, Anonymous Boss, Yataza. Whatever you all could contribute, it really helps. So yeah, thanks again.
To this initiative. But apparently, Jez Corden is also reporting that inside of Microsoft, or what I would assume it would be on the Xbox side of things, there seems to be some debate and unease as to whether or not this is a good idea or not. So there does seem to be some kind of pushback internally. We don't know where this is coming from, if it's maybe Phil Spencer or Sarah Bond or Matt Booty. It's hard to say, but there are apparently individuals within Microsoft that are trying to essentially, I don't know if using the term stop Satya Nadella and Amy Hood from doing this, but at the very least make them kind of, hesitate a little bit. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this goes down. But
thanks, man, Yataza. I made you a mod, man. I made you a mod. No worries, my fellow Caribbean. Yeah, thanks, man.
We also have another insider report that claims more Xbox games are actually going to ship on PS5.
Now, why didn't he just show the entire article? Who is saying this? Let me see if I can find this. Some Xbox games possibly coming to PlayStation 5 holiday 2024. Let me see if I find that.
Again, from PlayStation Lifestyle, a known leaker has teased that some Xbox exclusive games will be making the jump to PS5 as soon as holiday 2024. Microsoft hasn't officially detailed its plans going forward, but its leadership continues to suggest that more games are on their way to other platforms. The leaker in question is Reset Era user, once again, Nate Drake, who is considered pretty reliable in response to a recent report that Microsoft executives don't have any red line.
Oh, Nate the Drake. Well, we'll have to wait and see. We know last time he recanted that Starfield was coming to PlayStation when he said for maybe an entire week that yes, Starfield is coming to PlayStation. He came and said he recanted that. So we'll have to wait and see how that develops.
In terms of which Xbox games will release on PlayStation, Nate Drake said that some of those games could be coming as soon as holiday 2024. There have been rumblings of Starfield being the next game to release on PS5, and although it's likely that we'll see that happen, Nate Drake suggested that it won't be one of the games actually coming this year. I've heard of other games coming to PS5, and they could be during the holiday season.
I remember Nate Drake saying, I remember Jez Corden saying that Starfield was not in development for PlayStation 5. So they was not in the process of porting Starfield. Now, if Starfield is to come to PlayStation 5, it's obvious that the port job might take a year or might take a year and a half. So by he's saying that Starfield is going to release this year, something wouldn't be adding up.
This year, but I'm working to confirm the games and the release windows. So, yeah, I mean, seeing these reports come,
I would love to see the narrative change. If Starfield is announced, which I don't believe it would be for the PlayStation 5, if it is announced, I would be surprised to see the pony community saying, Welcome home, Starfield. Starfield was meant for the PlayStation. I want to see these coons. I want to see these ponies say anything about Starfield, because I remember Trash Gaming had a week. Not only Trash Gaming, but this guy again, what's his name? Dreamcast guy. Every other video Dreamcast guy had, he was talking about Starfield, how it was terrible, how we don't like it. I want to see these ponies say anything about Starfield if it is announced for the PlayStation platform.
Coming out, and especially the one that talks about games coming out this year, it really does seem like this is just something that's going to continue rapidly within Microsoft, even though there is a little bit of unease and trepidation. The bottom line is Sea of Thieves did very, very well on PlayStation and likely made Microsoft a lot of money. So
it did. When ponies pay, we all win. You guys but talk Sea of Thieves for so long. Now you guys have to pay for it and love it at that.
When that is laid out on the table, I don't think there's really much that anybody, inside of Microsoft, I don't think there's much that they can say to stop this. So we'll continue to keep an eye on this. But the final topic of the day talks briefly about GTA 6 and how Take-Two Interactive has officially confirmed that they are shooting for a fall 2025.
Hey, yo, that's crazy that GTA 6 sold 200 million. Well, GTA 5, sold 200 million copies. That's crazy, man. GTA by itself is a beast. To believe it had rumors saying that Sony was going to buy Rockstar. Crazy.
Release for GTA 6. So it's, maybe not the most surprising, but I think some people were wondering if maybe, Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar were aiming for like an early 2025 release or like a mid 2025 release. No, it's going to be a big fall game. And man, you have to imagine that after this news came out, every single AAA video game company who has games in development targeting a fall 2025 release probably, a little bit panicked, thinking they might have to adjust their course here and change their release.
Right. So I think we had enough of MBG for the night. MBG, you need to put a little more life in your commentary. I mean, it's dead, man. It's dead. Right. So this is exactly what we could expect from the ponies from Sony platform going forward. It would be surprising to see what Sony, decides. It would be funny to see how the goalpost is moved after, they announce games coming to the PC day and date. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see, guys. But I think that's the hour there for the podcast. It was a very good podcast tonight. Thanks again to everyone in the chat. Thanks to Yataza and also Anonymous Boss. We really did have some fun with that poll. I mean, come on, man. Who is paying for PlayStation Plus? Is somebody actually paying? These guys are getting Cat Quest. Cat Quest, guys. These guys are getting G Police. What is G Police? Could anyone explain to me before I leave here? Does anyone could tell me what is G Police?
Y'all smoking crack. Something is wrong with you people.
You guys are paying for PlayStation Plus. You guys have to be smoking crack. I don't understand what is going on. But this was a good show, guys. Thanks you guys for rocking out with us. We'll be back here next week to recap all the gaming news, to look at some rumors, and to laugh at these ponies like we always do. So don't forget that these ponies have...
This is a sickness! It is deviance.
It's a sickness. It's a sickness. I am here to bring the cure for these ponies. We are talking about hepatitis. What did MBG say he have? Some sort of throat disease or whatever. I am here to bring the cure These guys are sick, literally. So you guys have a good night. I'll see you guys in the next one. Look out for the video I'll be having on Tuesday, I believe. Yes, I think I'll drop a video Tuesday based on everything that has been presented. So you guys take it easy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.